Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. We now live in a PZBOTW2D world, post-Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 delay world, and we're living in it. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Got a lot to discuss today, including exciting new games that are still coming, and that might be coming, and that will be coming before Zelda arrives. So make sure to hit that like button if you're still excited for this wonderful world of Nintendo and you enjoy the show. It definitely helps out a lot, and let me know your take on today's topics in the comments down below. We're kicking it off right away with a brand new Call of Duty bit. All right, last week we talked about how Modern Warfare Remastered is rumored to hit Nintendo Switch after the president of Microsoft said, yo, we want to get Call of Duty on Nintendo platforms. Well, now something very interesting has happened. Just this morning, the Call of Duty website is updated. In the Black Ops 4 section, it shows online services and lists Nintendo Switch as online. Now this is very odd because Black Ops 4 released in 2018. It's not a new game, it's also not a remastered old game, it's just kind of right there in the middle. And it seems like it would be a weird pick for Activision Blizzard and Microsoft to put on Switch, yet why does it say Nintendo Switch under online services? Perhaps this is just a glitch. Maybe the website is having issues, but it's a bit odd because no Call of Duty games should have Nintendo Switch anything. Online services, offline services, there's no Call of Duty that currently exists on Nintendo Switch. So why is this in their system whatsoever? I think it's very clear that something is in the works and that something will happen soon for Nintendo Switch plus Call of Duty. Will it be Modern Warfare Remastered, which to me sounds like the more likely option? Or will they be odd and just pick like Black Ops 4 out of nowhere and be like, yo, have an old Call of Duty? I will say that Black Ops 4 includes zombies, and I think anything zombies is the best fit for Switch. That's my personal opinion. So I would like to see this happen. I'd like any of it to happen. I think it just bodes well for Nintendo, and I think it'd be a good little partnership, but we'll have to wait and see. Would you guys rather see Modern Warfare Remastered, Black Ops 4, or are you hoping that they do something unique and put either like a dumbed down version of Vanguard on the system or a wholly original Call of Duty? Let me know in the comments down below, but I think we're getting Call of Duty on Switch this year. It feels like it's finally gonna happen. What's not happening though is Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 in 2022, and Nintendo stocks show their sadness. Shares slumped 6% yesterday in response to the delay, and that comes on the heels of a 25% year-to-date climb, meaning the stocks were really on the rise thanks to the stellar success of Switch, the continued sales, and the awesome 2022 lineup. And then they remove Link, and his Master Sword is broken, and people are bummed. Therefore, 6% drop. At the end of the day, that doesn't affect us all that much, but it is interesting to see the market react, and it will be interesting to see how Nintendo reacts to this market reaction and what they decide to slot in instead, or to encourage investors and say, yo, we still got great things coming, including maybe a new console. I am fully on board team new Switch for Zelda, and that is one of the biggest reasons for the delay. I made a full video talking about why I think Switch 4K will hit alongside Zelda in March 2023, if you guys want to check that out. But right now, we wait. Let me bring to your attention a fantastic deal, because my friends at Lexar have a super sale on Amazon right now to get a memory card for cheap. All right, you can grab a 128 gig card for about 17 bucks, and you can grab a 256 gig card for about 25, which is such a sweet spot, and honestly, what I recommend. Now, you can go all the way up to 1 terabyte if you want, or 512, but that 256 on sale right now. Make sure to click the link in the description down below to grab them before you're gone. It is the fastest, safest, best way to store your Switch games, your saves, and everything else that releases from here on out. Every time you click the link, it helps support the channel too, so thank you so much in advance for doing so. And just to show you that this show is up to the minute, win it, we gotta put it in it. Don't Starve Together just got announced for Switch April 12th. That's Don't Starve from Clay, but play it cooperatively. Don't Starve is a great game, been on Switch since basically the beginning. Don't Starve Together, even cooler, because you can play it together and the games just keep flowing. One game gets delayed, 5 more get announced. Now, we might not be waiting very long for the next batch of NSO games, all right? And a batch that we haven't seen in quite a bit. All right, the NES and SNES apps are undergoing online maintenance later today. It's early morning, March 31st UTC time, but that basically means later today for most of us. And when those apps get updates, a lot of times they get updated with new games. I suppose it could just be a random maintenance, but it really feels like this is going to lead to a new slew of NES and SNES games. We haven't seen a true full batch since last July. Now back in February, they did drop Earthbound, which was a fun addition, and they also launched special editions of Super Metroid and Super Mario Bros. 3, but again, they haven't done like a full-on here's 4 games since last July. So we're going on, what is that, like 8 months without a major drop for the basic Nintendo Switch Online Virtual Console program. They've added a lot of N64 and Genesis, but that's of course part of the expansion pack. Now in terms of what they could be adding later tonight, I think Super Mario RPG is the big one that people would want. That's a lot of content, a beloved game, and one that hasn't ever really been revisited in the same way. There have been other Mario RPGs and Paper Mario, of course, but nothing like Legend of the Seven Stars. Geno and Mallow are severely underrepresented, although I'd like to see Wart and Mauser be the villains of a supposed sequel. Either way, I'll keep you posted, but definitely keep your ears and eyes peeled. It seems like Nintendo Switch Online could be grabbing another update tonight, and that would just continue a streak of really regular and really consistent updates for this service that supposedly was drip feed. They might actually be turning the faucet and upgrading from drip to drop, and I'm all about that. I'm also all about new Switch game announcements, and we have a fun one this morning because just over on Twitter a few hours ago, Nintendo announced that the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition will be hitting Switch on April 27th. Now, the Stanley Parable is a pretty darn cool first-person puzzler, fourth wall-breaking game that originated on PC and has seen multiple iterations since, but this is the Ultra Deluxe version, promising new content and being the best version yet, and it's on Switch, so best version for sure. This is a game that I think is a must-play indie darling and one that will be another fun feather in the cap of Nintendo. But there's another top title to play on Switch as we wait for Zelda, because the Stanley Parable originally received an 88 on Metacritic, and that is darn great. You know what else is great? Our community polls, and they take place every weekday evening over on the community tab. Today, I'm talking about Zelda. It's delayed. PZBOTW2D. Do you think it'll still be the featured game at Nintendo's big E3 Direct this summer? Very split decision here. 53% say yes, 47% say nope. I think this goes one of two ways. Either Nintendo decides to keep it as the big featured game and really showcase a lot of the elements, the gameplay, the storyline, and the title, and get people pumped for 2023, or they save for a special later Direct that's dedicated to Breath of the Wild 2, and maybe even a new console as well. I'm not throwing it out that Nintendo could announce a new console at this E3 showcase, and then of course they want Zelda alongside with it, but hey, maybe Nintendo has other plans and they prefer to focus on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Splatoon 3, and whatever game is going to go alongside Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to help support the fall gaming season. It'll be very interesting to see either way, and while I'm excited for Zelda, and I think that's the direction they lean, I'd rather them show us something that's coming out sooner, because I get impatient and I just want to play stuff. That's why we'll be back with another episode tomorrow, because I can't take a day off. I love seeing all of you each and every Good Morning Mario. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate all of you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. I love you a lot. And until next time, SwitchForce out.